The silence of the graveyard had spread into the night. The moonlight illuminated the final resting place of the departed. The wind whispered through the branches of ancient trees, rustling among the tombstones, although the graveyard seemed calm and peaceful. Delving into its depths was necessary to uncover the secrets lying beneath. One night, a young man named Adrian decided to explore the ancient legends of the graveyard with his friends. Gathering his courage, they entered the graveyard together under the moonlight. The tombstones created an eerie atmosphere as the group roamed among the tombstones. They suddenly halted at one grave. The inscriptions on the weathered stone had faded, but a name remained visible: Elena. Adrian was curious about the story behind this grave and began recounting it to his friends. Years ago, a young woman named Elena had lived in this village. Elena's beauty and innocence had attracted the attention of a mysterious stranger. Wandering through the forest, the stranger was a sorcerer pursuing dark powers. Elena's pure soul captivated the sorcerer, drawing him into the depths of the graveyard. After Adrian finished telling the story, the group felt a strange sensation. The light breeze swept through the graveyard, and the trees started making eerie sounds. Adrian, sensing a mysterious presence in the forest, exclaimed to his friends, "There's something here, I can feel it. We need to see what's in the forest." Leaving the graveyard behind, the group ventured into the forest. However, a mysterious entity was following them. A ghostly figure emerged among the trees. Approaching the group, Adrian's heart began to race. In the forest, the encounter with the mysterious entity led the young adventurers into a struggle to save the soul of Elena, yet, against the powers of the sorcerer, a challenging battle unfolded. Trees, wind, shadows, everything seemed under the control of the sorcerer. Eventually, the young adventurers managed to defeat the sorcerer, but Elena's soul was lost forever. The graveyard and the forest fell into silence. The youth had experienced a terrifying moment they would never forget. The graveyard and the forest were now filled with mysteries, and no one could fully comprehend the true story. Shaken by their horrifying experience, the youth returned to the graveyard. As they approached the gate, they found it closed. A strange smile greeted them from behind the closed gate. A mysterious figure, cloaked in black, appeared. Their eyes gleamed in the darkness. This figure was the sorcerer who had roamed the forest on the day Elena disappeared. The legend was true, and the sorcerer still held control over Elena's soul. The sorcerer approached the youths and spoke in a chilling voice. "Elena's soul is now with me. You cannot save her. However, I will offer you a choice. If you serve me, I may release your souls." The youths, terrified but resolute, refused. The sorcerer laughed angrily, and a dark aura began to surround them. Suddenly, the souls of the buried in the graveyard awakened and started emerging. Adrian turned to his friends and said, "Trust me, and let's stand together." The youth united to avoid disturbing the peace of the souls and to save Elena's soul. However, the sorcerer's power was pressing them, forcing them to confront their terrifying memories. Then a momentary flash occurred. The ghost of Elena appeared. Deciding to aid the youth, Elena's innocence and love weakened the sorcerer's dark powers. The youths, fighting together, managed to defeat the sorcerer. The sorcerer disappeared in anger, and the graveyard returned to silence. Gratefully, Elena's ghost thanked the youths before finding eternal peace. The graveyard and the forest calmed down once again, but the youths would never forget the terrifying memories they had lived through. The gate of the graveyard opened by itself. The youths, exchanging silent glances, left the graveyard quietly. The events they had faced had brought them closer and changed their lives now. That graveyard held not only the secrets of the departed, but also the secrets of the youths. The friends, now known as Alexander and his companions, conducted thorough research on the graveyard's history, discovering the dark past of the sorcerer Malachi and the tragedy of Elena. They felt compelled to free the spirits trapped in the supernatural grip, returning to the graveyard armed with newfound knowledge. They performed a ritual to honor and release the energies bound by the sorcerer's malevolence. As incantations echoed through the night, a gentle wind swept through the graveyard, carrying both sorrow and relief. The spirits found peace, and the sorcerer's influence waned. In a climactic confrontation, the friends focused their strength to sever the ties between Malachi and the graveyard. With a blinding burst of light, the sorcerer's dark essence dissipated, leaving the graveyard in serene calm. Elena's ghost appeared one last time, smiling gratefully as she faded away, leaving the graveyard in a newfound tranquility. The friends, having completed their mission, left the graveyard with a sense of closure. The mysterious events were now a tale of courage, friendship, and the triumph of light over darkness. The graveyard and the forest, once shrouded in mystery, stood as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit.